we've got our guy, our NBA contributor, former Knick, Latrell Sprewell in the building. Good morning, Spree.
Good morning, guys. What's going on? Merry Christmas. Happy New Year again. All of that.
Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. A very Merry Christmas for us Knicks fans, especially you being a Milwaukee-based New York Knick, because the Knicks got their first victory of the season yesterday against your hometown Bucks. What were your thoughts on that incredible game from the Knicks? Surprising game, to say the least.
I mean, I was surprised. I think we kind of all were. They played an excellent game, got the win. I mean, what can you say? I mean, it's a good feeling. For me, it was a win-win. I couldn't lose, so what can you say?
Yes, Bree. I mean, it's an incredible game, especially from Elfrid Payton, man. He's been sort of the scapegoat since the beginning of the season. A lot of people want to see Emmanuel quickly, but Payton spent the time in the Garden getting them shots up, getting that workout in, and it looked like it paid off because he could not miss from downtown, and he came out aggressive yesterday. What did you think of the point guard play from Elfrid Payton last night?
I mean, what can you say? I mean, he did his thing. What can you say? The guy he's doing his thing. He's getting off. I mean, getting buckets. When you're getting buckets like that, there's nothing you can say. I mean, hey, we got the win. Like I said, the Bucks, #1 team in the East last year. So, I mean, that's a good morale builder. I think that's a good start for the guys. I mean, you want to go out and get wins like that because it just builds your confidence, and you try to build on that as the year goes on.
Payton obviously got the nod at the starting position, but then you look, Alec Burks, a big-time contributor, 21 minutes off the bench, 18 points. How important is it for a guy to come off the bench and really be that punch that a team needs to sustain their quality play, as the Knicks started that game pretty well?
I mean, for me personally, I've always been a guy that likes to start the game, but actually the year in '99 when we went to the finals, I actually got hurt, so I ended up coming off the bench with Marcus and Chris Childs, and we were like the Energizer Bunnies for the team. Like we were the guys that came off and kind of got us going, trying to get up and down, get a little more fast-paced tempo with our team. So, I mean, you just have to embrace that as a player if you put in that situation and go in there and do what you can to help the team win. And I think that's what he's doing. So it was nice to see that.
In the preseason, one of my biggest worries with this Knicks team was who's going to shoot, where are the shooters at? And yesterday, it seems like they couldn't miss. Frank Ntilikina came in hot. Alec Burks came in and continued his hot shooting. R.J. Barrett shot well from deep. Julius Randle shot well from deep. Elfrid Payton shot well from deep. If the Knicks could continue to get something from beyond the arc, to spread that court around, to see Julius Randle do what he can do, how well do you think this Knicks team can do when it comes to continuing this great shooting start that they've been on?
I mean, I think the sky's the limit. I mean, This is one of those games where, like I said earlier, you just build that confidence. It's one of those things that help you think, okay, we know we can beat some of the better teams in the league, so let's go out and play this way every night. We see what we're capable of, so let's go out and you see the potential, so let's make it happen every night. So I think the thing for the Knicks now is just the consistency. Can you do this all the time? Can you do this night in and night out? That's going to be the challenge.
So, as excited as we are about this victory, our rookies, is it the curve, Spree? Did they get hit by the curve? We got Obi Toppin and Emmanuel Quickly both out. A little bit of the injury bug striking the team. It's not just them. Injuries, they stink. How do you navigate injuries to start a season?
I told you guys last show about the long layoff, coming back, going too hard and having injuries. You got to kind of work your way into it. And, it's just one of those things. It's a long layoff. You had all this time off not playing. When you come back and you're going 110%, I don't know. It's just tough. And the body can't take that sometimes. So you just kind of got to figure out a way to go hard, but at the same time, not go too hard to where you get injuries. I was concerned about that before the season started.
You did say that.
Yeah, Spree, and in addition to that, not just the young fellas, I think it may affect the veterans even more. You got Austin Rivers, who hasn't seen the court yet, Dennis Smith Jr., who's got a quad injury. But the one injury that worries me the most is Obi Toppin. That calf strain and being reevaluated in 7 to 10 days, that could quickly balloon to another 10 days after that reevaluation. If Obi Toppin misses an extended amount of time, how do you think that will, affect his development, especially when it comes to his rookie year and so much expectation coming out of Dayton?
For me, I just want to rest him. I want him to get his rest, take his time. Like, don't rush. Like I said earlier, like, we don't want to rush into this thing. We want guys to kind of slowly get back into the group, but at the same time, you want the guys to work hard. It's just one of those things where you had a long layoff, and when you have that much time off, you have to be careful coming back because injuries happen. It's one of the things, like I said, I was concerned about. But I think with Obi, you just have to take your time. The calf injury, it is what it is. Don't rush back into it, but obviously get your work in. But, at the end of the day, you got to get back on the court and make things happen.